interpretations. So this topic about unlocking success in research through proper data interpretation is some of the novice researchers are not that articulate in interpreting whatever the data, whatever the information that they have processed. So this is the one that I will share in this session with you, plus additional bonuses based on my experiences. But before anything else, let me share to you about what Mahatma Gandhi is a famous one, and I love to share. Okay, I love to hear. Okay, his story. So you must be the change you want to see in the world. So if you want to be the change, like in the application of the SDGs, okay, a while ago, and the being the solution, not a problem, okay, you need to implement it by your own self, okay, rather than questioning someone, okay, but please be it from your own self. Again, as for Mahatma Gandhi, you must be the change you want to see in the world. So with that, I would like to share to you my 3 objectives for this session. So first is to identify our fears in research, to win with the tips in combating that fears, okay? To know the proper data interpretation in research. So being a researcher, a new researcher, I know we have all fears. Even me, in my beginning of this journey, I don't want to touch any research paper. I don't want to see the manuscript, okay? But here we go. We are doing such thing of research, and we love doing research. Another is all about education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. So this, without given by Sir Nelson Mandela, I would like to congratulate all of you here who is in the continuous education. And this will help us change the world with the help of education and research. So when I was starting my journey in research, I have these fears and identify them, because if you don't identify the fears that is blocking you, you may not be succeed. Okay? So one is fear of time. Okay? Because accordingly, and some of the stories is that when you are in doing research, you can use most of your time, which is you have to expend or to use it in social life, but then you have your research, okay, you have to focus on that research, and that it wasted your time. And the fear of resources, because you need to buy, okay, you need to expend, you need to have this budget in order to support or to make your research a credible one. Okay, then the next one is fear of supports. Sometimes your family members are not wanted you to support you in the fashion of research or in doing that research, okay? Because they think that that is a waste of time, that is will not make you money, okay, or will not make you something significant in the field of your specialization. But then it will be a good thing if your family supports you, okay? Another is the fear of incomplete works. When we are not completing our tasks, at times we feel less, right? So we feel at times we are not that good, we are desperate. So we have this confidence level at a low level, which makes the whole being to be a disaster one. So another is the fear of presentation of research output. I don't want to have this research because I don't want it to present to the whole country or to the community. Okay. But then you need to do that because in order for your research to be applicable and to help others as well, you need to present it as well, okay? So here I go with the tips to combat the fears in research. One is focus on the benefits of research. If you try to check, there are more benefits of having a research work rather than focusing on the fears that we have inside as a researcher. So focus on the benefits. If you try to finish this research, okay, the whole community, okay, will have this achievement under SDGs. For example, the poverty line, okay, no poverty. So that is more on the benefit side rather than the fears that you have inside. Another is acceptance. We all know that in research, you have to be committed. Your whole heart, your whole life, you have to be committed in order to show up, to come up with an innovative way of doing things. So again, you have to accept that at times it is okay not to be okay, right? So if you try to have that, please accept whatever limitations we have, because we are only human and we have this, at times, rejections that tested our patience. But please have this acceptance in research. Another is investigate thoroughly. So if you have this research, okay, you have to investigate, okay? How you investigate is by doing something that is more, okay? You read more, you research more, you discover more. So don't be biased or don't be subjective, especially in doing the qualitative research under the interpretations or both for qualitative and quantitative methods as part of the research design of your research. Another is you have to trust your instincts, meaning your ability, okay? You have your talents, a unique talent. You should not compare yourself to other researchers. You must have your own unique goodness and excellency that is only from you, okay? You have to trust your research output as well. Another is to be happy. I would like to say it happy me because in doing the research, there are times that we try to exhaust, okay, all our finances, all our physical health, okay, that may be affected, but still we have to endure the pain because after our the pain, okay, there is a result, there is a blessing, there will be a research output that will help not only yourself but the community and also with your family. Okay, so again, after each rains, there are rainbows of blessings afterwards. So please focus on the happy. So to summarize, we have tips to combat the fears in research by having FAITH. We have focus, accept, investigate, trust, and of course, be happy even in small wins. Now, in order to continue that, I want to share to you my quote, success comes out when we surpass rejections and failures with a happy heart. This is the way that we have to do that in all aspects in doing our research. There are some rejections and failures, but we have a happy heart inside of us, then continue and we sustain this line. And this is my starting point. In every part of the world, okay, there are many distractions, okay? But here, in interpreting data, this is the one that I want to focus on. To focus, to continue, we have to define our definition, and welcome to the definition of terms. So our research, what is the definition of research? Research is the creation of new knowledge or the use of existing knowledge in a new and creative way so as to generate new concepts, methodologies, and understandings. For accounting, we have this. It is a process of identifying, measuring, communicating economic information to permit informed judgment and decision to users of the information. This is according to American Accounting Association. And I have also my own definition of accounting way back in the year 2020, which you can find it in my book, In the Secrets of Successful Bookkeeping. It is an expression of individual logical interpretation and skill in a quantitative description of what is really happening to business transaction through analysis of business documents, journalizing, posting to a ledger, and generating financial reports for direct and indirect users to have a sound and timely decisions attributed to sustainability and growth of the business. And we have here accounting research, examines how accounting is issued by individuals, organizations, and government, as well as the consequences that these practices have. And the last one is data interpretation. It is the process of analyzing and making data in order to draw meaningful end conclusions or insights. Here, I want to share with you the 3 steps in interpreting data. One is develop the findings. Another is you have to grab the conclusions. And the third one is to improve recommendations. There are many good output in every research. But if the researcher cannot interpret it in a nice manner, in an objective manner, your findings may be at loss. Okay? And so with the conclusions, and so with your recommendations. So the interpreting the data is crucial part in research. So these are the tips that I want to share with you to have a successful data interpretation. So one is you have to understand the sources of data and its validity and credibility. You have to check. So where are the sources? It is a survey. If it is a survey, so to whom, okay, will be or who are the respondents of that survey? Another is you have to organize well the data presented. Of course, your statisticians will give you all the data, all the computed, okay, formula, okay? So you have to deal with that. Next is analyze the data considering all the facts needed to present valid results of data analysis. Presented without bias and prejudice. So this is the tips to have a successful data interpretation. We have also a summary in unlocking success in research. We have the fears in research, tips to combat the fears. I have this FAITH, definitions of research and other terms, steps in data interpretations. We have the 3-1, and the tips to have a successful data interpretation in research. So these are all the references, and I think I would like to say thank you for listening, and mabuhay from the Philippines. God bless us all. And success comes out when we suppress rejections and failures with a happy heart. Thank you once again.